love the crap out of Astound, but they don't serve that neighborhood. And that sucks.
You're even sounding bad connection-wise on Discord.
Yeah, dude, I think it's just your internet.
I'm just going to sign off of everything, and I'll be back in a bit.
Go to that website and then figure out what your upload speed is.
Because it's being real terrible like.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can't be a jerk and then call, I can't go to my roommates and be like, hey guys, I'm streaming. Can none of you guys do anything on the internet for like the next hour and a half?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't expect you to.
I mean, Tom is, watching a movie right now, so...
Maybe that's it if he's, like, streaming Netflix or something.
No, he's watching a DVD.
Then I got nothing.
Yeah.
Chat says,
So
when
unless Kim is doing something.
When I had Comcast, it was terrible. I have Wave now. Yeah, that's what I have. So Astound got turned into Wave broadband, and it's kind of amazing.
Wave broadband?
Yeah. Definitely highly recommend them. Like, I have, so I think we pay like $40 a month, and it's like 10 upload, but like 100 download. Like, it's really quick. Yeah.
Well, I've been tempted to, you know, tell the roommates that depending on how the new job pays and everything, depending on how finances go, that I would be willing to pay for the internet, or at least upgrade the internet. Wow, my upload speed is really terrible.
What is it?
It's 0.33 megabits per second.
That's the issue.
Well, there's nothing I can really do to change that.
Yeah. I guess we should hold off on going to the Nether until a later time.
Yeah, maybe on a different day.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I could, what's it called? Like, you know, offer, like a date that I'd be like, okay, these people are not in my house right now, so I could stream this time.
Right.
But that can't really happen.
No, and that's fine. I wouldn't expect you to.
What's the Washington thing? I'm missing so much right now.
Yeah, she says it's a Sacramento and Washington thing, but they're in the Bay Area now, just not in all parts of San Francisco.
I should check if they're in the Outer Sunset, because that would be really nice.
They aren't. You know what's out there, though, is Sonic. And Sonic is not bad either. Because that was one of the things that I was, like, seriously looking into.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, well, do I have to open up a new account, and do you guys serve this area? And they're like, we don't serve that area. And I was like, no, but I love you guys. Because they're super affordable, and the speeds are pretty good.
Well then, I guess since we can't do that, I'm going to start extending the bridge to the other corner of the map.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, internets, that we cannot provide anything interesting or fun to look at.
Alright,
Instead, if you pull out your map, Steph.
Yep.
Since you have a more filled out map than I do.
I do.
You can see where we're standing, there's a little red dot. And that is our blazingly hot roof that we have set up. And over to the right, we have a big white dot.
So here's the thing with 1.9 is I can't view a big map anymore. It's a very, very tiny map.
Why?
Because that's the way 1.9 is gonna work.
Oh, no, whatever you have in your shield hand, take out of your shield hand.
Oh, I need two hands to look at the map. I see.
Yes.
That makes much more sense.
You can look at it really small, but you could look at it really big if you have both hands.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you look in the upper right-hand corner, there's a little white square, that's my base. Mm-hmm. There's a little red square, that's our base. and there's a highway that leads down to the lower, it's the lower left-hand corner.
Yeah.
I'm going to be extending the bridge down there and be building the next elemental thing.
Oh,
base.
past the little village that's down there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So this is my guess, if we're or my plan as far as elemental bases go.
Mm-hmm.
Our base that we have right now would be the non-bending base.
Yeah.
You know, the normal people base.
Sure.
Then we have the water base, which is my base. We have the fire base and the air base, which will be the remaining two corners that we have. And in the dead center of the map, we'll make the Earth Kingdom. Yeah, because you know it's huge and you need that much room.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Well.
And for those of you in chat, I would definitely recommend watching the Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Avatar: The Last Airbender series. It's very good.
And Korra, but
you should go watch it.
Yeah, watch both of those things because they are both delightful.
I just got Avatar: The Complete series on DVD because you know they're never gonna release them.
No, yeah.
Blu-ray, but still, I need to watch it because it's been like a long time. It's actually been a long time since I think the last time I watched it, it was on all of it was on Netflix.
Yeah. And
then Netflix was a jerk, and we're like, we're gonna delete everything you love that you hold beautiful and stuff.
It's not Netflix's fault.
I know.
But I understand the sentiment. I do.
I mean, they were gonna delete Scrubs for a while until like there was an uproar on the internet of them potentially deleting Scrubs, and Netflix is like, "Oh no, we would never delete that."
What? Us? No, no way. Yeah. So like the thing is that like a lot of shows, like Netflix needs to pay for the license to stream those shows, and so like, what was it? I think it was like Doctor Who and a couple of other like BBC shows were up for renewal last year, and Netflix was being kind of stingy, and so everyone was freaking out because they thought they were gonna lose Doctor Who, and they were
gonna lose a lot of BBC shows.
Yeah.
Which, you know, now after watching a couple BBC shows, I'm just like, wait, no.
Yeah.
I need you to upload it so I can, you know, watch it and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like 2 seasons behind on Doc Martin.
Have you, shit, what's that show called? Wait, I have the book. I haven't read the book.
Yeah.
Wait for it. I'm putting on my glasses.
Glasses.
Jonathan Strange.
No.
No? Okay. They did like a BBC miniseries, I think, of that. And the miniseries was apparently really good. But the book was not.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. So literally,
Hello,
the book I actually inherited from Jairus, and he was like, "Here, you want this book?" And I was like, "Why?" And he was like, "I hated it. I've been using it as a doorstop." And I was like,
wow.
Okay, sure, I'll take the book. And I haven't read it. It's been like 4 years.
I mean, kind of the same thing with Nick and Dragonlance, which I totally said I was going to read, and I totally haven't touched it yet.
I read the first one, and part of the second one.
I read like the first half of the first chapter. And then I said, I will finish this later, and then started reading other books.
And then never got back.
I mean, I'll get back to it eventually, just like I'll get back to reading the Star Wars novels eventually.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, not high up on my list right now.
Not gonna lie, when I was in Portland, I went to Powell's and I bought like 4 books, and I'm like, I really, like, one of my New Year's resolutions this year was actually to do more reading. Not necessarily to read every day, because, you know, there are going to be days where, like, I'm so busy or, like, I'm too tired or whatever. But, yeah, I bought 4 books, and I think I'll probably 3 of them, and then there's one that I bought sort of on a whim. but I'm not 100% sure about.
Yeah, I have. Oh God. Um, like I have a few books that I'm really, really interested in reading,
Mm-hmm.
but when I bought them at the time, they only had the second book in the series, and I'm a little bit of a stickler when it comes to reading things in order.
Mm.
So I've been on the lookout to buying the first volume in this series,
Okay.
and I haven't been able to find it yet, so I haven't been able to start this book.
Oh no.
The other series that I read is told non-linearly, which is great because you could literally pick a book anywhere and just be like,
And just
"Yep."
go with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, part of it's like, what? This character isn't with this character anymore? But it's also happy because reasons? Okay.
Yeah, right
Mm,
now I
part of,
have about 20
mhm.
pages left of my of Star Wars Before the Awakening.
Oh,
Um
that's what the book you're reading is?
yeah, so that was the anthology. So there are 3 short stories. There's one about Finn's past, there's one about Rey's past, and then there's one about Poe's past.
Hmm.
And so the one about Finn's past was him being a stormtrooper, and like he's struggling with like following orders because he has a really high level of empathy. And so like there were 4 people in his squad, including him. So there was him, and then there was this guy called Nines, who was FN2199, and he was called Nines because he had 99 at the end.
Mm-hmm.
There
And then
was
there's Trader.
that's Nines. That's Nines is traitor, is TR8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then there is Zeros, and I think his was like FN2000 or something like that. And then there was Slips, and I don't remember what his FN number was, but his nickname was Slips because he would always slip up. Like he was described as being sort of slow, both mentally and physically. Even though, like physically, like he was really like well endowed. Like he had a lot of muscle mass. Like he was really.
This is Finn, right?
No, this is Slips.
Mm.
This guy. Yeah, Finn was like the best stormtrooper that Phasma ever could have asked for, because Finn always made his shots. He managed to like complete missions and not lose anyone on the missions. But the issue was that like there were instances in where he was putting the rest of his squadron in greater danger because he'd have to go back and try and rescue Slips. And she didn't like that, and that was like an alarming high level of empathy for a stormtrooper. And so they went on this mission where they're like at a mining planet, and
Steph, I just want to, before you get too in depth with this,
mm-hmm.
Our only watcher on the stream right now has not seen The Force Awakens. In this story that you're telling, it doesn't lead to any spoilers for the film, does it?
It does not.
Okay. Continue.
I will. So the tie into the film, I will leave spoiler free.
Okay.
So basically, they go to this mining planet, and Phasma is like, "Okay, well, I need you guys to report with me. We're going to go to this place and oversee negotiations." And you get the impression that the negotiations, like the mining planet, was not happy with how the First Order was treating them, because like the people that are mining on this planet are it's slave labor, and so they want better conditions and whatever. And so Phasma and the squadron with Finn get to the negotiations, and there isn't anything to be said. She just says, "Kill them." And so Finn is like, and then like the other 3 guys just take everyone out.
As their orders say that they're supposed to do.
Yeah. And so Slips had been sort of like beaten up in a battle pretty badly previously, and so Phasma was like, "Hey Slips, you actually did a pretty good job." But then she was like side-eyeing Finn like, "Dude, you didn't shoot anyone. Like, that's super suspicious." And so her thought was, "Oh, well, maybe he didn't want to shoot because they weren't firing back at him. Let's put him in a situation where his life is actually on the line and at risk, not just like his comrades." And so that's when the story cuts in and it goes into the movie.
Oh,
And then
okay.
and then for those of us that have seen Star Wars, we know what that opening scene is like.